Sheba ready.
ഞാനാ സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നത് റെഡി അല്ലേ?
Amal ready.
So, good evening, everyone. Today, I would like to introduce Mr. Ansaf Shabab, who is currently working with Indigo in the domain of flight operations and crew management. So, he brings over 2 years of hands on experience in high pressure airline operation environments, having worked with leading carriers such as Indigo and Air India Express. So his expertise lies in crew scheduling, cockpit rostering, and ensuring compliance with DGCA regulations, particularly in areas like FDTL and operational efficiency. Mr. Ansaf has extensive experience working within operations control centers, where real-time decision-making, disruption management, and crew resource optimization play a critical role in maintaining smooth airline operations. So he's also proficient in industry standard systems such as AIMS and CAE, which are essential tools in modern aviation. So we are truly grateful to have him today with us. So we are looking forward to gain meaningful insights from him, from his experience. So you guys can start asking questions.
So, sir, I want to ask you that what is the current business content of the industry? Could you please share your perspective on the current business landscape of the aviation industry, particular in the areas of flight operations, crew management, and also how all this airline adapting to challenges such as cost pressure, demand fluctuation, and operational efficiency? Can you please explain about that?
So, hello guys, good evening. Thank you, Amal, for such an humble introduction. So, I would like to start with the question that you asked in the first place, the current business context of the industry. So, currently, I work as crew scheduler in Indigo OCC, Operations Control Center. So, it's an very high pressure situation where you have to handle crew managements, on time performance, and everything. So right now, you know, aviation is one of the fastest growing industries, especially in India. Like every year, you can see the growing numbers of passengers traveling. So, but due to the current geopolitical situations around the world, airlines are also under pressure due to high fuel costs and tight margins. So there are three things I would certainly say that which makes a great impact on the airline or aviation operations. That would be mainly on time of performance. That is the key player. That is how you decide the standards of an airline. Another one is cost control, which Indigo is mainly known for. That is how they maximize their profits. And smooth operations. So smooth operations include, in which I work, the department where crew management plays a big role, because airlines need to use crew efficiently, like without breaking the FTTL, that is the flight duty time limitations that is given to each crew, that they have to and we have to follow in order to have a safe operations. So airlines are improving their better systems. Like we can see last few years back where Express or Air India were using ARMS as a software. So now, right now, they have shifted to CAE. Like so, airlines or aviation keeps on moving, keeps on shifting. They try to find the better software, everything, which will help them handle disruptions quickly. So the overall goal is to run operations smoothly while being safe. So you can still ask me the questions. I might have answered over and above. So you can continue asking me the questions. I might have not answered all the questions that you asked.
So that was fine. Good explanation and stuff. So my next question is, from your experience at Indigo, what are the key expectations that companies have from fresh graduates entering the aviation or operations domain? Specifically, what kind of mindset and capabilities differentiate a job-ready candidate from the another?
See, the expectations from a fresh graduates. If you're talking about fresh graduates, then you basically mean they are not experienced. So the first thing, there's a very fast-paced environment. So what you need is to ability to stay calm under pressure. That is the most and important thing. Then you really need good decision making or better quick learning attitude and basic understanding of aviation. Like you need to know, there are people that I've met that doesn't know how many people operate the aircraft. So like you need to know the basic understanding, how many cabin crews are there in an aircraft, how many people operate or fly the aircraft. So basic understanding of the aviation or operations are very important. So these are the few key things that people look for. If you are experienced, then definitely the technical side of what have you worked on, that includes the system, your FDTL knowledge, which are very important.
Yes, sir. Sir, can you walk us through the selection process of for this role?
See, selection process depends. If you talk about this is what I was trying to say. Like, if it's fresh graduates, then the selection process is completely different. But if you're experienced, it's very different. Because for me, it was a college placement. So basically, when I got the interview call, it was very general questions. So that's what when I said in the previous question that you need to have a very basic understanding. So what they asked me was, how do you know how many people operate the aircraft? Do you know what is cabin crew? Do you know how many cabin crews are there in a flight? So if you're a fresh graduate, these are the basic understanding, or these are the basic expectations they have from you. But again, if you are experienced, then you have aptitude test, technical interviews that ask you the basics of operations, FDTL, or even the scenarios. Basically give you a scenario and then ask you how would you act in the scenarios. Then HR interviews, where you and calls, you talk about your package and everything. That's it.
And sir, can you please explain the critical skills and competence required to succeed in this role, like crew scheduling and flight operations? And also, what is the behavior traits of professional qualities? Do you think differently high performing employees in this domain?
I'm sorry, I didn't get your last question.
Professional qualities, do you think differentiate high performing employees in this domain?
Yes, definitely.
What are
Like
the
that's what I was. Mm, yeah, yeah. If you are experienced, the important skills would be the understanding, basic understanding of FDTL, and FDTLs includes a lot of things. Like in a certain day, you can only fly a certain number of hours, or you can only do a certain number of duties. So understanding of FDTL is an important skill. Then planning or problem solving, that is also very important, because since you know aviation is a 24/7 operation, so anytime an aircraft could be AOG, technical, on ground, or there are situations where certain you extend the duties of pilots to an extent that they are no longer legal to fly. So you need to bring your quick thinking decisions, quick handling decisions to handle these disruptions, to avoid the delays, avoid crew issues, make sure the passengers on board are happy and not like making problems. So basically this also includes staying calm under pressure also. So calm under pressure, quick decision making, good communication with your pilots, cabin crew, very important, and like taking the responsibilities of whatever you're doing.
Hi, sir. Good evening.
uh,
Uh, so my my question is considering the importance of FDTL regulations in ensuring both safety and compliance. How does your
mhm.
team manage crew scheduling effectively while addressing these constraints? Especially, how do you balance the operations efficiency with regulatory limits in day-to-day flight operations?
So this is usually done by planning ahead. So there are in OCC, crew managements are divided into three departments, and maybe two departments in certain airlines if it's very a small airline. So in three departments, one would be the crew scheduling department, which are day of operations. They basically look into real time operations, and the other would be crew pre-ops, which basically look into the 48 hours and above window of the same published roster. Another would be planning team, that is rostering team. So they look into the unpublished roster. Let's say this is, we are going in the month of April. So let's say they're already planning your rosters for the next month, that is month of May. So it will get published by 20, by end of this month, that will already it's been published. So there are three basic departments. So what they do is they plan ahead, they plan the legal crews ahead. We keep in day of operation, we keep the standby crew ready in case if any crew reports last minute reports sick. So there would be a backup of crew set in the airport, that is airport standby. So if any crew reports at the airport say that I'm not well, I can't operate this flight. So the where we what we act in is we come and activate the airport standby, the crews we have kept in airport. So this is only applicable to cabin crew. It's not applicable to pilots. So that is how we manage last minute disruptions that happens at the airport. Then in we use a software called AIMS, that is Aviation Information Management System. So this software helps you to track legal crews, illegal crews. So this system is like planned with alerts already. So if a crew goes illegal, the system will pop up alerts very way ahead so that we can act quickly and we can replace the crew. So they tracks duty time, rest limit. We should make sure that crew after operating the flight or before operating the flight, it gets enough time, enough rest so that it doesn't affect the safety. So we act early if a crew may become illegal. So during disruptions, we try to adjust crew smartly without breaking rules. So that's it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for clearing my doubts. Thank you.
Welcome.
So thank you, Ansaf, for taking your time to interact with us today. So your insights into the aviation industry, especially in areas like crew scheduling, operational efficiency, and regulatory compliance, have been extremely informative and relevant for us as a management students. So we particularly found your perspectives on aviation skill requirements and real-time operational challenges very insightful as they help bridge a gap between academic learning and practical application. So this session has given us a clearer understanding of how the aviation industry functions behind the scenes and what it takes to succeed in such a dynamic and high responsibility environment. So, on behalf of my entire group and the Edge Connect initiative, I would like to sincerely thank you for sharing your knowledge and the experience with us. Thank you once again, Ansaf. Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Thank
guys.
you, sir.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir.
Katayo.